HarmonyOS has arrived, and ever since it was announced, it was being labeled as Huawei's Android replacement. That's partly right, but there is a lot more to it than just an Android replacement. HarmonyOS may very well be the operating system of the future. This video is sponsored by TechZim Market.
TechZim has made buying your Zesa easy. Simply send the word Zesa to 0717-684-274 on WhatsApp now and receive your token instantly.
Evolve or die. This is the fate that old tech faces every single day. Using a pair of former tech titans as a case study, I'll elaborate on how HarmonyOS is looking into the future rather than in the present. Let's wind the clock back just a bit. Hopefully we still remember Symbian and BlackBerry OS. These two made a name for themselves for offering exclusive features and, more importantly, decent first-party applications. They thrived on being the sole gatekeepers to their respective platforms, with prohibitive licenses for third-party app developers and upcoming smartphone manufacturers with tight budgets to create or customize these operating systems. Then came Android and iOS. Though each had different philosophies, they both came with a different approach to the old guard. In fact, the case of Android, their approach was complete opposite of BlackBerry OS and Symbian. The magic phrase is open source. To the uninitiated, Android said they will make a platform called AOSP, or Android Open Source Project, that is free to use, free to customize, and that anyone with a laptop and a dream can make apps for. This freedom meant that companies with smaller budgets who could not afford licenses to use BlackBerry OS and Symbian could now have an operating system to run their hardware, but more crucially, have complete control over how they customize the software and user experience to create their own identity. The Samsung, the Huawei, the Xiaomi. That was a huge selling point for Android that took it to its impressive market share of 72.7% that it is at right now. And Apple with iOS simply said they will pay top dollar for quality apps for their platform, which also drew in great talent to develop an amazing app inventory for them. This quality app inventory has contributed to them grabbing second with a market share of 26.4%. So Symbian and BlackBerry OS were ripped to shreds by iOS and Android because they were too blind to see the market was now gravitating towards a rich app ecosystem and a healthy dose of software customization. Now enter the present. Android and iOS are on the top of their game, but the tech machine never stops turning, and on this very day we have a new trend that's here to stick. This trend is IoT. Everything is now capable or almost capable of connecting to the internet. The problem now is that there is no unified platform to support all the various classes of devices capable of connecting to the internet. Android and iOS that began life just over a decade ago are just largely the same block of code, with just more blocks being added on top as new stuff comes out. IoT is available on Android and iOS, but it's available in such a clunky and efficient way. For example, let's say you are to take up the interest in making your home a smart home. You are quickly going to have quite a heap of apps to control each device or a group of devices. In my phone right now, I have an app for my smart switch, another app for my smart home security system, and the more smart home gadgets I buy, the more apps I will need to install on my phone, and it can easily be compounded if I choose several different brands for each smart device. This just means the software side of IoT is highly fragmented and as a result not as efficient as it could be. Now enter HarmonyOS. What this platform is trying to do is to create a framework for the future of IoT. But unlike Android and iOS, who are inherently mobile first and are adding IoT to their platforms out of evolutionary pressure, HarmonyOS is making it the foundation of the platform. It's all about removing the fragmentation that currently exists so that there is much less of that clunkiness across different classes of smart devices from different brands, and make it easier to add more classes of smart devices to the existing collection. So pretty much no need for an app for your smart speaker, another one for your smart home security system, and another for your car. Everything will be baked into the software, making it feel like all these third-party smart devices are devices that came with your phone. A cool application of this is what Huawei is calling Super Device, where several devices can operate at the same time to perform unique functions. The one that blew my mind in their launch is a scenario where you can cast a video from your phone to the TV and hear the audio of that video that's playing on the TV through your headphones, which are connected to your phone. Such scenarios are only possible if the integration of these smart devices is done deep within the operating system, which for Huawei has been possible with HarmonyOS because they started from the ground up with that seamless integration in mind. And it's not limited to smart home devices, it extends to all smart devices like the current or future generation vehicles, smart infrastructure like parking bays, smart gym equipment, and more. But this does not mean that HarmonyOS is immediately going to bury Android and iOS the same way that they buried BlackBerry OS and Symbian before them. No, there is still a lot of work that needs to be done in terms of HarmonyOS capturing the IoT market and being the most successful operating system for IoT devices and smart things. You might wonder if HarmonyOS will face the same fate as Windows Mobile or Firefox OS. Personally, I don't think so. I would say the main reason these two failed to challenge Android and iOS is because they wanted to do what Android and iOS had been doing for years and had already perfected. This is not the case for HarmonyOS. It is not coming to be a replacement for Android or iOS, but to be a showcase of a platform that supports the future of smart things. The perfect place to showcase this OS is on Huawei's own ecosystem of smart devices, as well as the selection of brands they have boarded onto the program. Also, shout out to Huawei's HarmonyOS rollout plan for supporting some very old devices like the Mate 10 from 2017. Hopefully this translates to extended software support for Huawei devices from as far back as 5 years ago. Anyways, what are your thoughts on HarmonyOS? Let's hang out in the comments. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.